Hi, everybody. So today my podcast is with Sarah Naylor McNamee. She is the founder of Beauty Business in the Box. I love chatting to Sarah and I love chatting to women who started their businesses or who are building their careers fearlessly. And today, just listen up and tune in and to see whether you can get any golden nuggets, any advice, any encouragement so that you can start either be it your own business or apply for that promotion or do something in your life that you know you really want to do, but you're taking a step back. So, Sarah, delighted to have you here today. And I would love you to tell me a little bit more about your business and what you do and how did it come about?
Okay. Hi, Angela. Thanks so much for having me. So my business is Beauty Business in the Box. I teach marginalised women and girls the practical skills plus the business tools to start their very own beauty business. And it's come about because I have been teaching for the ETB, so the Education Training Board, since 2010. I've been teaching all throughout my career. Actually, from the very beginning, I started teaching people how to use computers. And so basically imparting the skills that I had to help others continue on their journey and make their own money is where I come from. I want to empower girls and women to be able to earn their own money and have the skills to be able to earn their own money. So I started the academy. Actually, it was only a year and a half ago that I registered Beauty Business in the Box, but I would always been doing all of that. So I've basically put it together in one neat little box to deliver the practical skills and the business tools to allow them to start their own business and earn their own money.
I absolutely love this idea. And I see how you do your stuff and I do my stuff. We approach the same obstacle from different angles because it's not just that you're teaching them skills. You actually giving women so-called permission, or you give them the encouragement to be financially independent, as well as to have all those wonderful skills that can enhance their careers and they can grow their own business, which is, I think, is fantastic. And anybody who is planning to move into the beauty business or industry, I think you should tune in and definitely spread this video so you can get in touch with Sarah. Sarah, what women, girls and women that come to you, what challenges they meet, what questions or perhaps what doubts, what worries they have when they come to you? What are their kind of challenges and obstacles?
Am I good enough? Will people think I'm good enough? How can I do this?
Yeah.
Nobody's going to think that I'm able to do this. How can I ask people for money? It's all self-esteem and lack of confidence across the board. Doesn't matter what age they are. Yeah. And it's a huge amount of anxiety. So like a lot of my students would suffer with massive anxiety, fear of not being good enough and fear of what people will think of them.
That is astonishing because I work with women for a good few years now, and I work with successful women who are thriving in their careers, who are going from this to that, from that to that, and up again. And every one of us have that moment of doubt in one time or another in our career, or something comes unexpectedly or something, and boom, this is just slaps you on the face. It's unbelievable. Like I'm amazed even to hear that in this day and age when girls are so well educated in school and to be proactive, to be looking after yourself, to look after your self-esteem and all that good stuff, we still have the same doubts. But still nothing really, like it like a circle keeps coming back, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And I like one of the things that I notice is they may look outwardly confident, as in bravado, and they portray themselves to be confident and they walk with an air of confidence, but inside they have none and they've no self-esteem. And that's what I work on. Like I get questions all of the time across all of my social media, similar questions. What if I'm not good enough? What if people don't think I'm good enough? What if people won't come to me? What if people won't pay me? All these kind of questions. And I basically bring it back to every single day is a learning day. And as long as you can learn from the day before and realize how much better you are today compared to what you were yesterday, you can continue to build on it. And so like yesterday, I had one young girl reach out to me on TikTok. I don't even know her. And one of those questions was, what if I'm not good enough? And I said, but you probably won't be good enough today, but tomorrow you can be better. And the next day you can be better. But it's always important to recognize how much you've grown and how much better you get day on day, and celebrate that. Because I think that's what we forget, is how far we've come.
Yeah.
And we forget to celebrate how far we've come, regardless of whether we're a woman in a corporate job or a young girl starting off in her career. We always forget that we were somebody different yesterday.
Exactly. And when we're conditioned to fall into negativity, and even though if we're not conditioned, it's how our brain is built, because we need to look at all the downfalls so we kind of protect ourselves from it. But I love the question that, what if you are good enough? But what if you are? But what if I fail? But what if you succeed? Just imagine what is going to happen in your life. How is it going to develop? How you're going to feel? How amazing you're going to be. So
I think that women can't see that. They can't, because one of the things I do is work on designing the life that they want and the business that they want, so that they can combine the two, so that they don't spend every hour that God sends working in the business, so that they have time to have their family life, have their friendships, have their romances, have their holidays. And I say to them, let's look at the big picture. What would you really, really love to have? And most of them don't know the answer to that.
Yes.
You don't know
and
how
if
to
you
design
don't know what you're asking for, how are you going to get it?
Exactly.
If there is no ask, how is it going to come to you? That is amazing. That is just literally gold. And you know, when it's mind-blowing when you work with girls and women, and from day one when you start to they just say they graduate or whatever, what is the period of time we're talking about? How long are they with you?
So basically I will be with them, guiding them for 6 months, but they might only do 1 day class, or they might do a 4-day class. And then they go into an online training platform where I have a community where they can support each other, and I'll support them. I'll answer all of their questions. But like, I've got students, and this is no joke, Angela, that I taught like 15 years ago that I would consider friends now, because I stay in contact with them. I see how their lives go. They will continually contact me. They'll come on different courses that I run. So I work out in the community as well, and with South County Partnership and the ETB, where they run free courses in the community to integrate the community and keep people at touch points throughout the community, whether it be in secondary schools or primary schools or in community centres. I'm running one at the moment, which is in the Multicultural Centre in Clondalkin. And the ethos behind that is to integrate migrants with Irish people, so that the Irish people get more of a respect to where the migrant women are coming from, and that they can understand the challenges that the migrant women are having. And plus, they're all learning a skill, and they get a free cup of coffee and a biscuit. And it's just about bringing people together and just showing them a different way of life. They might not want to start their own beauty business, but it's about learning a skill and having conversations with other people outside of their own little bubbles. So all of those kind of students literally have stayed in contact with me from the day I started running them with South County Partnership and the ETBs. Back in 2010 is when I started there with the Youth Reach in Clondalkin, and it's gone on, and I was all over Dublin basically running those type of courses. So a lot of those women they would have came to me when they were like 16, and now they're in their 30s, and I know them, I know their children. So like, I see the massive impact on those kind of courses on these women. It changes their lives completely. And I've got some harrowing stories of women who were in really bad, violent relationships, and because of these courses, became friendly with other women and grew in strength and were able to take that step to leave those relationships, all from like learning how to do lashes or learning how to do brows. It's not about it's not about just being a beautician. And that's the thing, like people say to me, oh, you're just a beautician or you're just a hairdresser. It's not just anything. Like we have to learn how to talk to people, to deal with people on all different spectrums in all different occasions. So if you're on a lash bed or on your brow bed or getting your nails done, you have to listen to that client, and they tell you so many things, and you have to treat them like you're their therapist, plus their best friend, plus their nail tech or their brow tech or their hairdresser. And so we wear so many different hats in the beauty industry. So I teach them how to change those hats when I'm teaching them the courses, because we deal with people, as I say, in all different occasions. You might have somebody who is getting their hair done to go to a funeral, and you might have somebody that's getting their hair done to go to a wedding. So you have to be able to treat those people as you see them, and then the situations that they're coming to you with. So I teach my students how to do that. And in the community programs, I teach them how to be respectful and mindful of each other. Like yesterday, it was tea break, and a lot of my students are on Ramadan, so they're fasting. So the other students had to understand to respect that as well. So not bring their coffee and biscuits into the classroom. They went outside and had them. And so just learning those little things makes a massive impact on the community.
Yeah, absolutely. And the word that stands out to me when I listen to you talk is dignity.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
You treat each other with respect, and you give that respect and dignity to each other, to your community, to whoever you serve, and you serve them powerfully. And the fact that it's not just a lash, it's not just a nail. Exactly. People go, and you, me, anybody, you can have a small talk, you can have no talk, and your specialist, whoever works in you, they know that. The girls that even hairdressers, they know they respect your space, and that is fantastic. That is a great skill to have and to pass on. Well, I finally wanted to ask you this last question. What advice would you give to anyone who maybe, it doesn't matter whether you're in corporate, in a beauty business, in whatever business you want to start, who is sitting at home there, having that moment, oh, I wish I had this, that, and the other, and I know I have all the talents and capacities, and then boom, everything kind of drops down, and say, but no, but what if I fail? But what if I'm not good enough? What if they don't come? What if they don't pay? If they don't listen, and all that stuff? What would you say to them?
Build it and they will come. Like, as the famous phrase is, one of the things that literally changed my mindset and changed my life was journaling and planning and dreaming. So actually having that big blue sky idea, dreaming it and writing it all down and aiming for it. Because as you say, if you've nothing to aim for, there's no dream for you to work towards. So I wrote it all down. I journaled every day. I'd write down 3 things that I was grateful for that day. And Angela, you know yourself, sometimes it's really difficult to find something that you're grateful for, especially when you're busy and life just doesn't seem to be giving you the roses that you're looking for. It's throwing the lemons at you and they're hitting you in the head. So basically, I had to figure out to be grateful for filling my dishwasher, because it meant I was after eating nice warm food and
exactly, and you have roof over your head, and you have warm bed to get in and out every day. Even those little simple things, tiniest things that we actually take for granted. Big deal, like everybody has a bed. Well, no, they don't. And it's another way of you to be grateful for it, and just literally dive into that frequency of gratitude that lifts you immediately.
Absolutely. Having an appreciation of the life you have, having an appreciation for the life that you want to have, and not feeling guilty for wanting money. Because I think as women, we shy away from wanting money. It's a pride thing. We think of it as one of the 10 deadly sins. And it's not a sin to want to have your own money. It's not a sin to have your own money. And it's not a sin to use your money for yourself. So we always want to give it away and spend it on our kids or spend it on our family. Use it for yourself. Use it to buy yourself nice things. Reward yourself with whatever your achievements are that week and that month and that year. Set yourself goals to be able to reward yourself. So I might say that I'm going to get my nails done this week, and that's going to be with my money that I've paid for. And, you know, I'll write it down. It'll be in my journal on the Friday, the 1st of April, I'll get my nails done. You know, and that will be a reward to myself. So yeah, rewarding myself and not feeling guilty for rewarding myself is another big thing.
Sarah, I'm delighted that universe brought us together, and I am grateful for this little interview. And to sum it all up, I want to give a quote of my teacher, which is willingly give and graciously receive. When you willingly give your gifts, when you willingly go and you show your skills, you're not afraid to share your skills, you're not afraid to serve people, then you will receive. You will receive exact rewards that you are due to receive, that they're yours. And listen, delighted to have you here. And anybody who are in doubt, who want to have maybe conversation, reach out to Sarah, reach out to myself. We'd be delighted to chat to you and to guide you in the direction, whatever your choice may be. Delighted to have you, Sarah, and we'll chat soon.